Imagine this. You're in a cave. Stone pressing against your shoulders. Stone pressing against your chest. Your headlamp hitting rock 6 inches from your face. You can't stand up, can't turn around. The passage is moving downward, and you've been crawling for 10 minutes, and it is getting narrower, not wider. And the only sounds are your own breathing and the scrape of your jacket against limestone. You push forward, tuck your chin, angle your hips to fit the gap. There should be a bigger chamber further down, and it can't be much longer. The passage tilts steeper. Your feet push off the rock behind you. And then, your legs are past your head. You're inverted. That's fine. Cavers go inverted. You keep pushing. Then you stop. Not because you chose to. You push again. Nothing. The rock has you. Chest, hips, shoulders, from every side at once. You try to reverse. Your feet find nothing to push against. Then you realize that you are stuck in cave, somewhere where help can't come because it is way too tight. Oh, hey there. Here's what you need to know. You are inverted at 70 degrees in a limestone passage 10 inches wide. It is 51 degrees Fahrenheit. You cannot move. You are panicking, wondering when rescue is coming. They need to get you out quick, as you can't be in this position for too long before your body shuts down. Nutty Putty Cave sits about 50 miles south of Salt Lake City. It's not a serious cave. It's a family cave, the kind with a parking lot and a sign, the kind people bring kids to. On November 24th, 2009, John Jones went in with 9 members of his family. He was 26, a medical student, an Eagle Scout. He found a passage called Bob's Push, pushed too far, and became the most complicated rescue operation in Utah cave history. Over 100 rescuers worked for 28 hours. None of it was enough. So, let's get back to what's happening to you right now. Here's what being upside down actually does to you. Your heart is a pump. It's been pumping blood downward your whole life. Gravity helps it along, pulls blood toward your legs, makes the return journey manageable. Flip you upside down, and now every beat is fighting gravity instead of working with it. Your heart is doing twice the work to move the same amount of blood. It can handle that for a while, not for 28 hours. Then there's your diaphragm. That's the dome-shaped muscle sitting just below your lungs that powers every breath you take. Normally, it drops down, creates a vacuum, air rushes in. Simple. But right now, your stomach, your intestines, your liver, everything that usually sits below it is pressing down onto it from above. Every breath is manual labor. Every breath costs more than it should. And the walls aren't helping. The passage is compressing your rib cage from both sides. You're breathing through a vise, inverted, while your heart wages a one-sided war against physics. This is positional asphyxia. It's quiet, invisible, and it doesn't feel like suffocation until it does. One more thing. Nutty Putty Cave sits at a constant 51 degrees Fahrenheit. You're not moving. You're losing body heat into the rock around you. Hypothermia is stacking on top of everything else, the way bad luck stacks, each thing making the next one worse. Your body has 3 problems now and 0 solutions. Let's look at the complete timeline. Hours 1 to 3. Your family heard you call out. They couldn't reach you. Someone went for a signal and called 911. Utah County Search and Rescue arrives fast. They're good at this. Trained, experienced, well-equipped. But Nutty Putty has a layout that is actively hostile to rescue work. The passages twist at 45-degree angles. There's no room for more than one person anywhere near you. Getting equipment to you means threading it through hundreds of feet of narrow tunnel by hand. They reach you. They feed IV fluids through tubing. They talk to you constantly. You're conscious, you're scared, but you're thinking clearly. You're a medical student. You understand anatomy. You understand at some level what being inverted is doing to your cardiovascular system right now. Hours 3 to 10. Over 100 rescuers rotate in and out of the cave. Engineers, paramedics, structural specialists. They're designing a rope and pulley system to drag you out by your feet, the only part of you they can reach. The problem is physics. Any rope attached to your legs has to pull at the exact angle your body is already compressed against the rock. Too much force in the wrong direction and they damage your spine. Too little and nothing moves. Every decision takes time. Every adjustment gets threaded through hundreds of feet of cave by hand. Your face is swelling. Blood is pooling in your head. You can feel your heartbeat in your temples. You're still talking, still answering questions, still there, but it's been 10 hours. The cave is 51 degrees, and you haven't moved. Hours 10 to 20. The pulley system is in place. They start pulling. You move. 3 feet, 2 feet from freedom. Close enough that rescuers can almost reach you with their hands. Close enough that you start to believe this is going to work. Then, the anchor fails. The rope and pulley system, rigged under enormous pressure at impossible angles in a space no engineer would ever choose to work in, snaps. You slide back down, back into the same position, same inversion, same compression. The cave puts you exactly where it had you 15 hours ago, as if none of it ever happened. Hours 20 to 28. Your voice gets quieter, your responses slow. You're not confused exactly, but forming words takes longer. Your body has been in sustained cardiac stress for nearly a day. Not from injury, from position, from cold, from time. You were in excellent health when you walked into this cave. Now, your body is running on systems that were never designed to run this long. At some point in the early hours of Thanksgiving morning, your heart stops from the specific, cruel geometry of a passage 10 inches too narrow at exactly the wrong place. In 28 hours, too long. What's probably worse is the feeling you experience 28 hours long. The first minutes are pure animal panic. Every instinct you have fires at once. Push, pull, kick, twist. Your body is trying every exit before your brain catches up, but the cave doesn't move. And slowly, against everything your instincts are telling you, you have to stop. Not because you've given up, because movement is making it worse. And some part of you knows that. That moment, choosing stillness when every nerve is screaming otherwise, is its own kind of terror. Then comes the waiting, and the waiting is long. You talk to the rescuers. You answer their questions. You ask how much longer, and they say soon, and you believe them because you need to. You think about your family, about the fact that it's almost Thanksgiving, and you are upside down in a mountain in Utah, and your wife doesn't know yet that this is how the day ends. Also, you're a medical student. You understand what being inverted is doing to your heart. You can feel your pulse in your temples, and you know what that means. Blood pooling in your head, pressure building, your cardiovascular system working harder than it should with every beat. You are experiencing something most people would panic about in the abstract, but you are experiencing it concretely, with anatomical understanding in real time. Then the pulley system moves you, 2 feet from freedom. You can hear them clearly. You start to believe it's over. And then you slide back down, and the cave has you again. And that specific moment is the worst thing that happens to you. Not the being stuck, the almost not being stuck. After that, the fog comes in. Not sleep, a dimming. Thoughts take longer. Words come slower. The pressure in your head is the most present thing now. Your breathing is something you have to consciously manage, manual instead of automatic. The cold has been in your bones for 20 hours, and you've stopped shaking because your body doesn't have the energy for it anymore. And then something strange happens. You stop feeling cold. You stop feeling the rock. A warmth settles in that has nothing to do with warmth. It's your nervous system running out of signal, your brain releasing whatever it has left. It doesn't feel like dying. It feels like the opposite. Then, nothing.